Hello and welcome back to Spark Coding. Today we will solve our next question of Code Wars 8Q difficulty, that is to check if the number is even or odd. This is the famous question that is asked in interviews. In interviews, the interviewer usually asks this question to check your basic knowledge of programming. We will see this question in 5 different categories, like we will add some conditions that may be asked in interview. So first is normal, to check if the number is even or not, and we can use anything. So let us first see the question on Code Wars. So here is the question, even or odd. This is the 8Q difficulty. I have opened this in a new tab. You can get the link in the description. So what we have to do, we have to create a function that takes an integer as an argument and returns even for even numbers or odd for odd numbers. Okay, this is the easy question. We can solve this using modulus operator. So first let us see what is the modulus operator. We will be given a number. Let's say for example number is 4. So to check if it is a number is even or not, we can use modulus operator. So what modulus operator do? Let's say if we divide this number by 2, so we will get 2 2s are 4 and the result will be 0. So the modulus operator returns the remainder after the division. So we basically have to check the number modulus 2, and this number can be anything. If it is a 5, if the number is 5, let's say what will happen, if the number is 5, we will modulus it by 2, we will get 2 to the 4 and the remainder will be 1. So this will be the output. So we basically just have to check if any number, let's say for example x modulus 2, if it is equal to 0, then it is even, else it is odd. I am writing it in case, if and else it is odd. So that's the basic question that we can solve. So let us try this solution. So basically we have to check if number modulus 2 is double equal to 0, then we will print, we have to return it, we have to return even, else we will return odd. Let us test this solution. Okay, all test cases are passed. Let us attempt this solution. Okay, this all 111 test cases are passed. So this is the basic question that the interviewer can ask, but he can take it to a next level by giving you some condition. So it depends on the interviewer what condition he is going to ask. So I have prepared 5 conditions that may be asked by the interviewer. So the next question is to check if the number is even or odd without using modulus operator. So we just saw how to solve the question using modulus operator. Now we have to solve this question without using modulus operator. So this modulus operator, this percent operator, we cannot use it. So what can we do? You can pause the video and think of a solution that you can use. Okay, so let us see the solution. Okay, so let's say we will given number x is equal to 4. So what we can do in this solution is we can divide the number by 2 and multiply it again by 2 and check if we are getting the x number again. By the way, this division will be a floor division and not the ceiling division. Okay, let's take an example. If we are taking x as 4 and we will be using a floor division, so we will get the value as 2. So the answer will be 2 and we will multiply it again by 2. So we will again get x, that is 4. So we can understand this is the original value and it is even number. Let's take an odd number and check what will happen. Let's say x is equal to 5. We will take floor division, that is 5 divided by 2. Floor division will give me the value 2 again, and if we multiply it by 2 again, we will get the value as 4, which is not equal to x. So we will understand that this is not equal to x and we will directly return odd number. So let us test this solution. I am just going to change something here. If number And in Python, we can do floor division in two ways. So I am using direct operator, floor division operator directly provided us by Python. You can even use the floor function from the math module. If number divided by 2 and multiplied by 2 again, if it is equal to number again, we will return even, else we will return odd. So let us test this solution. Okay, all 11 test cases are passed. Let us attempt this solution. Okay, all 111 test cases are passed. So this is one of the questions that interviewer could have asked, that is without using modulus operator. So this is one of the solution we have seen, and we will further see more solutions to this question. So let us proceed to the next question that the interviewer could ask. So the question is to check if the number is even or odd without using arithmetic operators. Now the condition is without using arithmetic operators. So this is division operator, modulus operator, multiplication operators, all comes under the hood of arithmetic operator. So now the condition is without using arithmetic operators. So pause the video for a second and try to come up with a solution. So without using arithmetic operators, we can go to the bitwise operators. Bitwise operators, we have AND, we have OR operator. So let's suppose again we have x is equal to 4. I will be taking two examples with x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 5. Let's write this 4 in binary version. So what will be the 4 in binary? It's 1 0 0. And what will be 5? 1 0 1. Now if we notice something, in even numbers the last digit is always 0, and in odd numbers the last digit is always 1. So let us take another example of x. Let's say x is equal to 9 and x is equal to 6. So 6 can be written as 1 0 and 9 can be written as 1 0 0 1. Okay, again we can see that the last digit of even number is 0 and the last digit of odd number is 1. So let us try to take advantage of this information and use some bitwise operator. So I will be using bitwise AND operator, and I will be making AND this x number with 1. So everything else will be 0, and the condition for AND operator is that both the bit should be 1. If both the bits are 1, we will get the result as 1, else we will get the result as 0. So with this information, we will only consider the leftmost bit of both the numbers, and everything else will be 0. So it doesn't matter what we have in here. So let us see for the even numbers. The one number is 0 and another number is 1. So we will get the value as 0. It will be same for all the even numbers, because we have seen that all even numbers have last bit as 0. So if we try to AND it with 1, we will definitely get the result as 0. And for the odd numbers, it will always be 1, because we have seen that the last digit of odd number is 1. And if we try to AND it with 1, we will get the result as 1. So finally, we will get the answer in binary. If it is 0, then it is even, and if it is 1, then it is odd. So let us try to write this solution in Python. So I will be checking if number AND operator with 1, if it is 0, then it is even, else it is odd. So let us test this solution. So all 11 test cases are passed. Let us attempt this solution. So all 111 test cases are passed. So this was one of the questions that interviewer could have asked, not use arithmetic operators, none of the arithmetic operators, neither division nor multiplication, nothing, and we have to check if the number is even or odd. So let's go to the next question. Now the question is, check if number is even or odd without using any type of operators. So while we were using this AND operator, this is one of the kind of bitwise operator. So it all comes under the hood of operators. So now the question is without using any type of operators. So we cannot use AND, we cannot use multiply, we cannot use divide, we cannot use modulus, nothing. So now we have to find solution for this. So pause the video for a second and try to come up with a solution. Okay, so again we can use the same bit of information that we use right now. So for example, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 5. 4 we have 100, 5 we have 101. So we know that even numbers last bit is 0 and odd number last bit is 1. So what we can do in Python, we have one inbuilt function, bin function. This is used to check. This is used to convert the decimal number x into binary. So if I do this bin of x, I will get result something like 0b. This is the prefix that is added to the solution to understand that it is a binary number, and we will get the binary number as 100. Similar, for 5 it will be 0b, it is a prefix, and we will get 101. So, and this will be in form of a string. It will be in string. So what we can do, we can directly take the last character and check if it is 0. If it is 0, then it means it is even number, and if it is 1, we will know it is an odd number. So let us write this solution. So what will I do? I will first convert the number to binary number. So the bin function will convert the number to binary number. Then I have to check the last character, and to check the last character in Python, I will be using the negative indexing, and the -1 will give me the last character of a string. So as I told you that the number will be converted to binary number and it will be in the form of string. So I can directly use negative indexing from string. Then I have to just check if it is equal to 0 in characters. Why? Because I will get this number in string. So I have to check the last character if it is a character 0. If it is 0, then it means it is even number, else it means it is an odd number. So let us try to test the solution. All 11 test cases are passed. Let us try to attempt the solution. All 111 test cases are passed. So this was one of the questions that interviewer could have asked with some another condition. So we can go to the next question that the interviewer could ask with this same type of question. And the question is to check if the number is even or odd without using any type of operators and without any inbuilt functions, without any built-in functions. So we were using the bin function which is provided to us by Python. So we cannot use this also now with these conditions. Pause the video and give it a try. Okay. So we can use basic for loop for this question. Let's say the number is x is equal to 4. What we can do, we will first create a flag value. Let's say the flag value is even. So this will give the flag value, and first I am creating it as a false value. Now what we can do, we can iterate over the loop. Let's say for for y in range, and we will start from 0 and we will go up to x. So we have to go up to x, that means we have to go up to 4. So in Python we have to write x plus 1, so it will go up to 4, and the range will be 1 because we are going into the positive direction. And in each iteration, what we will do, we will first check if the flag value is true or not. If it is true, we can directly check if it is true by writing this syntax. If is even, then we will make it false. Is even will become false, and if it is false, we will make it true. So what it will do actually, so it will just float between the value true and false. And if the value is 4, so in the first iteration, for the 0th iteration, it will check if it is if the is even flag is true or not. So by default we have kept it false, so it will go into else and it will make it true. And indeed the 0 is even according to the question. And then let's say the example is 4, and we will first go for the 0th iteration. It will change the value for true. Then we will go to the first iteration. We will get a 0 as true. We will get to the first condition, value 1. Then now we have kept the is even true. So again it will check if it is true, then it will make is even false. So 1 will get false. So this will be the answer. Similarly for true, our boolean value will become true, that is even number. Similarly for 3, it will become false. Similarly for 4, it will become again true. So by this, we will just float between true and false, and we will keep changing the boolean flag. So this is one of the way we can do this, but to make this work, if the number is very large, then it might exceed time limit. Okay, so let us see for the negative number. Let's say instead of 4 it is minus 4. So we cannot use this step sign, that is 1. We cannot go in positive direction, we have to go into negative direction. The same solution will apply. For 0 it will become true, for minus 1 it will become false, for minus 2 it will again become true, for minus 3 it will again become false, and for minus 4 it will again become true. So we have to somehow change this value according to the number. We can do that in start only. We can use some if condition. If the number is greater than 0, then we will keep the step size is positive, and if it is less than 0, then we will keep the step size as minus 1. The drawback of this solution is the time limit. It will take O of n to iterate over all the value and to make the boolean value true and false again and again. So it might exceed time limit given the question constraint. So let us try to write the solution. So first we have to create a step size. If the number is greater than or equal to 0, then we will make a step variable as 1, and else we will make the step variable as minus 1, because it might be the number is negative and we have to go in negative direction. Then we have to make the boolean value. Our boolean flag is even, and I am starting it with false. So we will iterate for x in range. We will iterate from 0 up to number plus 1, and now the step size will become based on this condition. So I will use the step variable here. If it is greater than 0, then the step variable will become 1. If it is less than 0, then step variable will become minus 1. Now we just have to change the value based on the iterator. If our boolean value is true, we can directly use this. If is even is true, then we can use is even equal to false. Similarly, in else condition, is even equal to true. So instead of checking like this, is double equal to true, so Python has provided a shortcut way. We can remove this is double equal to true, and this will directly check if the variable is true or not. If it is true, then it will go into this condition and make it false, else it will go into this condition and make it true. And then we can use ternary operator to return the value. We have to return even if our is even variable is true, else we will return odd. So this is the ternary operator in Python. We are first giving the value which we have to return if the first condition is true. So first we have to return even if our is even variable is true or not. So this same syntax is written here, that it will check if the number is true or not directly, a variable is true or not directly, else we will return odd. So let us try to test this solution. So all 11 test cases are passed. Let us try to attempt this solution. It might be possible that this might not work because of the time limit provided by the question. So we are iterating n times and we are changing the value again and again. So it is possible that it might not work. Okay, only 65 passed, and let us see. Yeah, see, execution timed out. So this is what I was talking about. It will take a time to change value again and again. So this is not related to this question actually. This solution is provided for the interview question that the interviewer might ask. The interviewer might ask that we cannot use any type of operator and we have to check if the number is even or not. Okay, that's all for this question. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. This will help me make more videos in the future. Thank you for watching.